Okay. Hey, welcome everybody. I got a game for us, but just wanted to kind of give a little bit of an intro here. This is Deadlock. If you haven't seen this before, it's the newest game. It's everywhere. It's in beta right now. I've been playing a couple games. One of my favorite characters, Infernus, just had an insane game. So much fun. Since it's one of my earlier games, it's probably not the highest MMR yet, but we're climbing. We're getting there, getting better. As you can see, like most souls in the game, most kills, least amount of deaths, pretty high assists, and healing. And what you'll see about this build is absolutely insane. I'll pop it up on screen right now, but yeah, let's get into the video, and I'll kind of keep up the commentary from there. Cool.
There's not gonna be a damn
Infernus, with your
Cool.
help, your
So,
allies
as we get into the
will
game, I'll kind of
blow
explain a little bit
away.
about what Deadlock is. You guys don't know, like League of Legends, MOBA type game. Um, there's a lot of different characters. Pretty much, there's 4 lanes, as you can see in the bottom right. Each are going to have like minions, some on your side, some on theirs. You can destroy the minions and then claim their souls. And then if your opponent destroys minions, you can deny them claiming souls. Which pretty much means it gives you souls if you have played like Dota or League. A lot of people have been comparing it to like a Dota game, but I've only played League, so that's the only thing to compare it to. But it's first person instead of third person, so it takes advantage of the first person shooter. So I'm going up against 7. There's a lot of guides on YouTube if you want to look up what everybody does, their abilities. Infernus, my guy, he has Catalyst, which can kind of throw a napalm. It amplifies his damage as a burn. I have a Flame Dash. This is so helpful, especially for like new players. This is one of the characters that's pretty much recommended for new players to start out with because, you know, like me when I first started, you know, I don't know the movement that well in this game, and I also don't know the abilities that well. So just something that amplifies your damage, gives you kind of a burn. My kind of basic attack is me shooting from my kind of finger guns, which is so cool. As you can see there in the middle of my screen, 7's burning right now. So if I kind of build up burn on somebody, then they kind of get a dot, which is damage over time. Third ability, Afterburn. This is like my passive. This is the thing that applies the burning effect. And then my ultimate is because of combustion. Once you get 3,000 souls, by the way, then that's pretty much the gateway of how you unlock your ult. So just keep that in mind when you're in games. There's a couple different things. 500 souls, you can buy your first item. 3,000 souls, you get your ultimate. These are just kind of some things that you can keep in mind because timing is huge in games like these. So just got hit in the back a little bit there. Still kind of farming up my souls. Not really too worried about my health bar right now. We're at fairly similar. He might be a little bit ahead of me in health, but I know I can catch that up really quick. Infernus has some of the most insane kind of health regen. It's not necessarily on damage. It's called like Spirit, I believe. Kind of Spirit lifesteal, I think it's called. And that's kind of what I'm basing this build around. So one of the biggest things in this build is we are taking extreme advantage of something called, so Tesla bullets eventually, but we're taking a lot of advantage over something called ricochet bullets. I can't even find them here, but eventually we get them. Ricochet bullets and then leech. And those are just absolutely like must-haves for this build. Once you kind of get those two and all of your abilities kind of maxed out, you're like unkillable. You have so much lifesteal from your burns, and because your bullets are hitting everybody and building up burn stacks on multiple things, you're just getting so much lifesteal from so many different things. It's like so hard to kill you. So early game, just farm. You're a little weak. Do like poke. If you can, get burn damage and then just like kind of back out. Kind of LOS, line of sight them behind walls. I would say that's probably one of the most advantages, like the highest advantage you can get playing Infernus, is you can do damage while, you know, you're not in their line of sight. So right here, kind of throws a little orb at me. Just playing back. Just playing super far back.
Stay 2 steps ahead of
Making
death, my
sure
friend.
I'm not letting him, you know, take advantage of my like low health. I see he has a lot more health than I do, so I'm playing with my minions, not playing too far up. Don't want anybody to start ganking me. So he pushes here super hard. I pretty much ignite. He throws a stun on me. I think yeah. I mean, we traded really good. Definitely way more in my favor. The minions were doing absolutely insane damage. I think I was like, what the heck? Didn't even realize. Sometimes it's hard to even notice your health bar. It's just kind of there behind your character, and I'm not looking at my character. I'm usually looking more in front of my character, so it's not hard to realize. See that. Hiding behind here, you gotta regain some of his health, poking me a little bit. A lot of this front of the game is more or less all about like wave management, wave control, just capturing souls and buying items. Because in this game, unlike a lot of others, if you try to just start aggroing, like fighting, you're gonna get behind so quick. Because you can just play cat and mouse, you're not going to get any souls, and money in this game is everything. So you can see like our lane, he's a little bit ahead of me in money, but that's okay. Like I know I can catch up super quick. And this build requires a lot of money. So I'm hiding here a little bit, he didn't see it. I think I'm trying to... Yeah, so he ulted, but mine actually stuns. So I dashed in there, kind of... He pushed up a little bit too far. I knew I could do something. He was low enough health where I think I could burst him down. I dashed and ulted at the same time. He ulted. I think he probably got scared. His ult does a ton of damage. But luckily, it's not like he stunned me out of mine. And my ult, once it casts, then it actually... it stuns him. So it broke him out of his ult, stunned him on the ground, gave me enough time to ignite him, amplify my burn, then just basic attack, shoot him with the finger guns, call it a day. Right there, I just kind of went back to base, bought some items, got full health before he respawns and comes back. So now we're 1-0. We're 1-0 on him. We're not doing too bad. Not bad, not bad. And we're about the same money again. He's still a little bit higher, but I kind of caught up with that kill. I'd probably be a little bit behind. That's honestly the biggest advice I can give you though, is just focus on laning. If you're 1 to 2, so he stuns me here. Another thing I love about Infernus is Fire Dash. It's really good for wave clear, and you can just get away. If you don't know the movement in this game, like I see some people doing like, they're using Lash, they're like grappling away, sliding, double jumping, air dodging. Like, this game has a lot of potential for movement, but if you're just starting out and want a beginner character, just kind of learn the game, learn how to kind of wave clear, manage your health, ammo, things like that, then realistically, I think that this is like the perfect character. I mean, I just play in the lanes, pretty straightforward, kind of tunnel vision. Obviously, like, you want to create good habits as you're learning the game, but It's so good. So those are like the jungle camps, if you're familiar. Those are going to be kind of spread around the map, as well as the 4 lanes that are right now. So they're on both sides of the map. Those are extra ways to get souls, so it's super important that you do that. I just use that to your advantage as much as possible. Some of the jungle camps, kind of those like monsters on the side, are a little bit harder to kill early in the game, but once you get your abilities leveled up and some kind of items, they're a lot easier. So early on in the game, I actually went with Ammo Scavenger. I got a buff recently, so this is really good for Infernus because realistically, I'm trying to get as much like ammo, bullets on him as possible, so I can build up that burn, and just kind of having him tick all the time, because that's how I'm kind of gonna whittle his health down for the next actual like encounter fight we have. So he's kind of coming up here a little bit. I realize he's a little bit under tower, so
Mid-boss has arrived.
I do kind of my ult, but he wasn't low enough health, wasn't close enough, went under his tower, so I didn't want to take too much damage, then got out of there. And now we're kind of back to the passive laning phase. Laning phase is really important. A lot of people say it like doesn't matter at all. I would say building up money is very valuable here. As like you can see in the top, since we're in spectator mode, my teammate is not doing great here. 4.6k gold, and oh sorry, that's his teammate. Like we could completely abuse that right now. If I was paying attention to like money, if I was paying attention to all these things, this isn't obviously, or sorry, this is shown during the game, not just for spectator mode. But if I somehow like backed after a kill, went to blue, ganked this guy, I think it's really good. So he ulted. His ult gets very long. Just like literally, it kills everything in sight. You have to like get behind a wall. You have to like go 5 buildings away. Like, he's like a cell tower. Literally just charging up with that thing. It's insane. It does so much damage too. So whenever you're doing that, you just back up. Also in the lanes, you have minions that heal you. So keeping them alive is actually like meta game if you wanted to try that. So I bought another item here.
Our blue guardian has been defeated.
Yes, spirit damage, spirit resist, ability duration, making sure my burn stays on him longer and does more damage, and it's just gonna help. That's just how the build goes. There's a couple different builds you could do. Right here you can see I'm taking advantage of the. I know he's gonna stun me, so I get behind the wall so he can't just shoot me. He's burned now, so I can kind of see where he's at. I can just let him burn for a while. We're just kind of going back and forth. I have some minions here that are giving me some damage. I just decided to back off. I probably could have chased for the kill, but I have none of the abilities up, and also wasn't sure how far up I was for anybody else to kind of hit me. So I have a teammate coming in. I decide to rotate, see if I can catch anybody off guard in blue lane. Also grab these jungle camps, very important, just to kind of passively go do that. They start chasing me a little bit. I take some of their camps. Yeah, so kind of right now, still really passive. We're going to skip ahead here a little bit. This game was a pretty long one, but it gets really good towards the kind of the backside of it. I'm not sure if we can drag it actually. There we go. Cool. So we're pretty much at the same stage of the game. I think earlier in the game, since it's already almost 20 minutes in, I really need to buy. I have enough souls here. I think I'm gonna buy some damage items. What do we got here? We just have basic magazine. I think I would probably go for rapid rounds a little bit sooner.
Buddy.
So I buy Headhunter. This got a buff recently as well. It's new.
Choice.
So I guess it's not really a buff, but I think they did make some changes to it recently. But it's a new item. Every headshot gives you pretty much heal of your max HP. You also get damage bonus and move speed. So very important, very good. Did I get? No, we got okay. So we did get rapid rounds right there. I probably should have gotten that a little bit more earlier. Next thing we're gonna save up for is ricochet rounds. I've seen a couple different people use this build, and I just kind of play it by ear. What's the most effective in the game I'm in, currently? I would say if you really wanted to try to go meta, you could make it where you just go ricochet after a certain point. You can like do the math and like map out how to get 6,300 souls instantly, but
Our yellow walker has
I just play it by ear. I try to get the most cost effective I can for what I have. So it's a team fight. I do my kind of build, get some headshots. Kind of laying low, seeing what's happening. When abilities just go off in a team fight, sometimes it's hard to freaking know what's happening. I'm not gonna lie. So, Bebop dragged him in. I think I'm burning him right now. He died. Yeah, both dead. We kind of just follow up on our teammates' aggro, So if they start initiating, we can just play in the back here and just get our burns off. So there's the ult again, the live wire. His character's named 7. I'm kind of just staying to the back. Anchor on me if you get away from it in the line of sight, then you can kind of lock it down. But really, yeah, that's kind of the whole game. I mean, we're just going to keep doing this for a while. Just keep farming up. And teammate's a little salty right now. I think he died by haze. If you guys are playing the beta, let me know what your favorite character is. I know a lot of people have different opinions. And actually, Infernus just got a nerf, so a lot of people kind of don't like him. I think he's easily one of the most kind of beginner-friendly characters. But I think there's a lot of potential with some of the higher movement characters. I've played games like Overwatch, even League now. The higher the skill cap becomes, the more used to the playstyle and kind of the arena that people get. I'm sure in higher MMR lobbies, they're kind of unlocking the potential of what those characters are gonna be. So these are some of the harder level creeps, if you will. That's pretty much just another word for it. Mobs, the jungle mobs. Early game, it would be impossible to kill those, but since we're kind of later into the game, into mid game, we're doing okay. I'm going back to buy right now. Had 6,500. Just got ricochet. So here's honestly where the game gets fun. You get ricochet rounds and you start getting spirit damage and spirit health and stuff like that. So you can see I'm getting a ton. I'm gonna get a ton of lifesteal here. My health is going very high up. So pockets over here. I'm gonna use kind of my ult and dash, wait here, reload. So I'm almost out healing 7's ult by just shooting. So you'll see here, I mean, my health is going up. I'm taking damage right now, but it's going up. I knew Pocket was gonna come in, I've seen that before. This ult is scary. Get the kill. Still taking damage from his ult. You can do kind of an infinite slide if you crouch, but you have to have some kind of momentum going. So if you just crouch, like just by walking, it's not gonna work. So it's kind of fine. I'm looking at my map right now. I think, yeah, some of their minions are on our blue line. Bebop's going there too. I'm just gonna go back there, defend our tower, and grab some souls. I think he had a big bag, so I kind of was teasing him a little bit there, the pocket, when I killed him. But as you can see, I mean, like, the ricochet is insane. You'll just kill everything so fast, and you're just gonna get insane amounts of lifesteal. It's a good gig. Spirit damage, spirit duration, really important. Weapon damage, really important. You get all of those up, you're going crazy. Right now, just kind of farming some of the urns. You can get special axes. I hit space there to jump over that. I remember this. Yeah, so I ulted preemptively here to try to get them off my tail, but they just like ganked me so hard. It's like their entire team, pretty much. That's okay. Okay. Let's skip ahead a little bit. So I have like a 31-second timer. Some of the death timers are like really long in the game. It's okay though. That was actually might have been my second death. They were going for mid. That's okay. Let's try to skip ahead.
I will lead by example.
Okay. Now we're going blue. We're kind of playing defense here. You can see though all these damage numbers, even little ticks. I'm starting to get some burn. I instantly get all of my health back. Do I think I have bleach now. I do. I bought bleach. Kind of in that time frame, just farming. Using my dash. So you can see this build's insane. I just burned this guy, just 6 bullets, right? Or however many it takes to build up that burn. It does so much damage. Killed assist. I'm gonna stun the 7, amplify my damage. I got stunned, and then he gets away. But I'm telling you guys, play this build. It is so good. The burn is insane. I think okay, never mind. I don't stand it this much. 7 was also pissing me off. I think I'm getting a little cocky here, but it's okay. It's low MR, and I'm having fun. What's the what are the next builds? So the last thing I have is flex. I think next things I get. I might get some bullet life steal. I think that's what I end up getting. I end up just really playing into the fact that I have Ricochet, Leech, kind of fleet-footed. These are all items that just play really well together with this. I am just absolutely destroying this guy, if you see that. Just by basic attacks. These are just by basic attacks. These aren't really with abilities. Like I'm burning them, cause my build. I'm shooting minions around people to get the ricochet to proc the burn. And I have so much life steal. So any damage that they're doing to me, I'm instantly gonna be back. I'm playing LOS, I'm just playing kind of off to the left here, letting my team take a lot of the aggro, being in their line of sight, being the first person to deal with. I run in, try to add clear a little bit with the dash, like we know earlier. It's really good. They're down 4. I think we're gonna push towers here. We're kind of getting to the end of the game. We have a lot. Well, actually, we don't have too much more money than them, but we do have more money than them. 160 compared to 150. spread across 6 people. So we probably have a couple more items in them. Teams going in together. I'm just gonna throw in some poke damage. Keep up, it's a really good pull, and I'm just gonna flame. Just burn, burn, burn. You can also grab lifesteal from any of the kind of NPCs. So I'm all of this tick damage. Like, he may be taking some damage from other people, but just that small little chip damage, it completely negates like the healing that he's getting from any of the damage he's doing. So that's why the burn, I think, is just so effective. I take out one tower here, realize 2 others. Oh, I made a mistake here. I don't think he can go up the rope when he does that. Either that or that was literally the longest CC I've ever had in my life. But I was trying to climb up the rope to escape, but he used his kind of hook and kind of got me. So. If I went outside instead of inside, I probably could use my flame dash and just run away. I don't think he has much mobility, Warden. But that hook is really annoying, especially if he just targets you with it. You can see here just a bunch of different damage numbers. It's all proccing from the ricochet bullets. You can see them just flying around it. Long range, not so good. But just throwing poke is worth something, so.
Gotta be careful out here.
Now I'm getting into the right position, following my beat bop in.
It's my time.
Ult here. I stun him out of his ult. Grab the kill. Back up a little bit behind my team while I reload. Now I'm gonna move up into line of sight.
You thought I was gonna forget what you did to me?
And you can see, just burning. This guy's just burning. Just died. I have no idea where he went. He had pretty much five like clean seconds from when I was next to him or not. It looks like his burn was over there. I missed that, but you get burn on some of these people and they just die out. I mean, this build is insane. It really goes crazy. I think what are we now? We're 12 and 11, so we're almost a part of every single like fight, or at least half of them. I get stunned, caught on the wall. Still getting health regen from earlier burns. It's like the residue. We can't see the health regen right here, but in game you'll see a lot of like green numbers, and you can see around my character I'm just constantly getting healing. And this is just from burns. So burn. I probably played a little bit too far up here, but I know it's okay. Right now I'm burning Warden. Took a little bit of damage. Instantly getting all of this health back just from the burns. I mean, you guys can see just countless times again. Just trying to play behind my character, behind my my team, get as much burn as I can, get behind, like, just pretty much play cat and mouse and get all this healing back. The pocket ulted, so he's negating some of my health right now, so that's why my health is going down. So I think I got on. I thought it was 20. I think I went down to like 3 HP right there, so I got really lucky. I think here I decided to go back, do a little route, grab some souls, maybe grab some ammo pickups. Sometimes they'll give you like percent ammo, like weapon damage, or higher ammo, like capacity. So, could be
So
some really
long
good
as you
stuff.
don't burn down my shop.
Now I'm
good.
grabbing my flex items. I think we're gonna do a lot more damage here. Spiritual
The spirit
overflow,
urn is
toxic
waiting to be
bullets,
claimed.
soul shredder bullets.
An excellent
Some
choice.
really good stuff. And I eventually get the Tesla bullets. Like
They
I
could
said
be
earlier.
anywhere.
Okay, so pretty much this is going to be your full build. There may be some minor changes, tweaks that you make. Kind of these like these like early level games. If you really get into deep, you can sell those. It's going to go a little harder. I think Warden just dies. He's dead.
I'll burn all of you.
Let me go back and play that for you guys again, because I was in the menu screen. Kind of. Warden just instantly dies here. So I'm flying in, helping my team. I think I take this cooldown reduction. I amplify my damage, and this is all of that damage. Him getting completely one-shot is straight from my finger guns.
I'll burn all of you.
I mean, guys, if we're not playing this build, like, what are we doing? If you're an Infernus and you're not using this like build, your games are gonna be like way different. If you don't think Infernus is that good, you haven't tried this build. Because just from one magazine, he's literally almost dead. Is that Shiv? Shiv's literally like almost dead. He's going back to base. He took one magazine from me. He's back at base. While I'm over here, like over my max HP with all the lifesteal that I have. Like not even phased. And just from all the team fights and kills that we've been getting, like my money is just short. But that's how hard this build scales.
Gotta make sure I get in quick to deliver this.
So as you guys can see here, I'm standing in his ult, not taking any damage. He thought he could just jump straight on me and just ult. And I think we're gonna do that for like the rest of the game. We're just gonna run over these guys with all of the lifesteal that I have, all the burn damage that we're getting, the spirit damage. Keeping a constant burn on somebody too is just really good. So I kind of lay a path for him to follow. He's running through my flame dash. He took some really high damage from somebody else. I'm just kind of doing the cleanup. I'm still ticking somebody that I wasn't even shooting, just from the guns. Bebop, somebody doing a ton of damage. We're just gonna kill the patron. We got the shrines already. This guy again. Grab some souls. My headhunter is proccing from any headshots that I'm getting. And I think we're through the game right here. Gonna flame path through their spawn. Ult 7. He's gonna get stunned, slept. Just absolutely destroyed. So that's the game. Went 16 and 6. Most souls in the game. It's good. It's a good build. And then as you can see, most souls, most kills, least amount of deaths, really high assists, all the ricochet rounds. I wasn't even really trying to get assists, just from the burn damage and ricochet rounds. Most healing in the game, like I was gonna say by far, Lady Geist. Lady Geist literally like does more healing almost than damage. Like the fact that I had more healing than her, like this build is just cracked, guys. Like you gotta start using this in your games. So if you're a beginner, if you're learning the game, then play this build. It's so good. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.